In this video, I'm gonna go through the 7.5 biggest mistakes that I've ever made. I don't wanna do the intro. Everyone knows who I am already, don't they? They don't know who I am? You guys gotta get to know who I am because I hate doing this intro. It's so lame. Hi, my name is AbrahamGray and I'm an entrepreneur, which I hate that word, and a real estate investor. I own hundreds of businesses throughout the United States and thousands of properties. Hi, I'm Tarzan. Oh, I got all these trees around me. What's going on in this video here today? So let's get into it. The first biggest mistake that I've ever made was not trusting my instincts. A lot of times I've really thought I should do certain things, whether it's in business, I should have bought certain properties, and I had other people tell me, oh man, maybe it's not a good idea. You need to research it more. You need to look at different things. And I just knew in my heart that these were good things to do and I was gonna do really well with them, but I didn't trust my instinct. I listened to other people. Some of these people try to help me. Some of these people were just haters and trying to talk me out of stuff. And because I didn't do everything that I wanted to do the way I wanted to do it, I lost out on different deals. So word of advice, always trust your instincts. You're usually right. My second biggest mistake is not always documenting my ideas. I come up with these crazy ideas, some aren't so crazy, all the time. However, when I don't document them or write them in my notes or email myself, I forget about them. Sometimes days later, I'm like, man, I came up with this great idea, but what the hell was it? I'm thinking, I'm scratching my head. I can't remember what this idea was. Sometimes I remember the idea like a year later. I'm like, holy crap. If I would have done this a year before, I would have been a year ahead and I should have done this. So I always now document my ideas. Even when I'm asleep at night, sometimes I'll just wake up in the middle of the night and then get on my phone and type these ideas so next morning I don't forget them. Number 3. The third biggest mistake I ever made was trying to fix things that weren't broken. I've had lots of businesses and they were doing really well. And I've had people come to me and say, you know what? I have friends that do this business, or I've seen other businesses and you should do this, and change your business. Well, my business was doing really well. And you know what? I believe some of these people and I was like, all right, let me change a few things. And I've changed a few things in these businesses that were already doing so well. And what happened was instead of my business increasing, my business started decreasing. So very fast, I had to change back to the way I was doing it and then save what I was losing. A good example of this was actually Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola had the best Coke. What the fuck am I even talking about Coca-Cola for? Back when I was like 20 years old, Coca-Cola was like the #1 soda drink. And Pepsi came out, and a lot of people started drinking Pepsi. And Pepsi just had a little bit more sugar in it. It was a little bit sweeter and tasty. So Coke was like, you know what? I'm not gonna let Pepsi outdo me. So what they did was they came up with a new Coke and it was called New Coke. And actually they quit selling the old Coke. And it was sweeter, it tasted better to people that liked more sugar. However, what happened was it backfired on them. So many people that liked the old Coke was like, man, why did you change the flavor? This has been around for 100 years. And so many people started banning, not drinking Coke, pouring Coke out. And Coke actually had to get rid of the new Coke, go back to the old Coke. Don't fix it if it ain't broken. If you're making money and doing well, just stick with it. My biggest mistake number 4 was trusting the wrong people. There's lots of people that want to help you, or you think they want to help you, right? Some of the people actually like you and want to help you. Some people are actually haters. They're jealous of you. So you got to be careful of who you take advice from. A lot of people give you bad advice on purpose and they make it sound like it's good advice and they trick you into taking it. So don't take advice from people that aren't super close to you, that you know have your best interest in heart. So again, how do you know if they're the right or wrong people? Go back to mistake number 1, trust your instinct. Usually you'll know if they're the right or wrong person. My biggest mistake number 5, besides trusting the wrong people, partnering with the wrong people is a disaster. So when you partner with someone, it's like you're getting married to them. You're with your partner more than you're with your spouse, your kids, your dogs, with anybody else. So you gotta make sure they're the right fit for you. If you partner with the wrong person, you're gonna be miserable. Plus, you're never gonna know if you could trust them or not. So I've had lots of businesses that have partnered with the wrong people, and a year, 2 years in, I had to get divorced from them. In some of my bad partnerships, I was forced to either buy my partner out, sell them my share, or just sell the business completely. One of the ways you know you're partnering with the wrong person is if you guys have the same skill set. You should always partner with someone with a different skill set than yourself. All my partners are good at different things that I'm not good at. My partners aren't that good at what I'm good at. So it just works out great. Business mistake number 6. Not going through my ideas fast enough. So a lot of businesses that I've gone into and been in the past, the first to market or the person that has the first location or first business always does the best. A lot of times I've thought about really good ideas or had good ideas and I just didn't execute on them fast enough. So for instance, COVID happened in 2020. Well, a few of my friends told me that they were going to set up and do COVID testing. And you know what? I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Let me see how they do, and I'll get into it at some point. Well, I waited like 3, 4, 5 months. These people were killing it. And you know what? I didn't get into it at the same time they did. I waited 4, 5, 6 months. And by the time I started getting into it, I started spending some money, I started marketing, started to open some. And what happened was the COVID testing market started to go down. People started not needing them as much. And by the time I got into it, most of the money I could have made was already gone. Biggest mistake, number 7. Was not buying knowledge from other people that knew what I wanted to know. Smarter people that didn't have to be smarter, but they just knew certain things that I wanted to learn. They knew and I didn't know how. As much as I hate school, when you buy knowledge from other people or courses from other people, you get to learn exactly what you want to know, and you learn stuff so fast. I've definitely bought more knowledge courses than anybody that you know. I've spent hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars buying courses from all kinds of people. I bought gym courses, I bought SEO, I bought marketing courses, I bought real estate courses, I bought business courses. I bought any type of course that exists, I've bought. Now, have I gone to school and learned anything? No, but I've learned a ton from all these courses. I remember one course, right? I spent over $150,000 on this course. Everyone thought I was crazy. But I ended up making probably over $1 million from the knowledge on this course. So it doesn't matter about how much you're spending. You just gotta make sure that you're making more than you're spending, and it's a good investment. So a lot of these courses that I've bought, I should have bought years before I bought them. I would have been so much further ahead of time than I was. Now the moment everyone's been waiting for. What's the number 7.5 most biggest mistake I've ever made? Well, I've subscribed to some of the stupidest people out there and watched some of their stuff, and that was a huge mistake. Subscribe to mine. I'm not as stupid as those other folks. You're gonna actually learn some stuff. Oh, and by the way, hit the notification bell and comment about the stuff you want me to talk about.
Well, miss, I guess I'll be on my way now.